Hello, my name is Hayden Anderson, and this is my presentation. Um, all right, my major is educational studies. My track right now, I believe I'm looking at the right page for that. I chose like adult education because I want to be like later high school and like either early on college or some form of secondary education post high school. So why am I taking this course? Why do I think it's important for me to take this course? So basically, I took this course because it's a step in the right direction to becoming an educator, a teacher. Um, and I think with learning these different skills and learning how to be more effective in my community, making the difference in my community that my community needs dearly. I think this course will allow me to learn how to make big decisions in my community to benefit the whole community as a whole, and just trying to learn how to be there for everyone. I think that's very important. I don't want to just be an educator. I want to be like an educational leader at my local high school or even local universities or community colleges, because I believe like a lot of growth in a kid's life happens at school. I mean, from my own experiences, I know when I was in school, I learned a lot of stuff that was not on the curriculum. You kind of learn about life a little bit and how life is really going to be. And I feel everyone is able to find a good path for themselves with the right guidance, and just the kids finding someone that they can trust and that someone that can actually be there for them without like an alternative motive or anything like that. Someone that's just there because he believes that the world can be a good place and wants to make sure that the world's a good place for everyone. I think that's very important. That's kind of why I want to be a teacher and I want to take this class, because I feel like it's going to push me into the right direction. Um, Also, a little bit about myself. My name is Hayden Anderson. Of course, I'm from Lexington, Tennessee. I am a shift supervisor right now at Starbucks. I'm pending promotion, possibly. I do have a chance to be an assistant store manager at a few locations, so fingers crossed on that. I have two kids. Both of them are boys. One is 3, and one is about 1, going on 2 now. I'm married. I have a wife. We got married last March. Um, Pretty much, I work a lot and spend a lot of time with my family. That's about it, and do schoolwork. um, they're kind of my inspiration to be a teacher, because I started. Like, I love teaching my kids how to do new things and seeing how happy they get when they learn something new. I think it's something I'd be good at too. Teaching other kids and stuff like that. And that's why. And then, what kind of advocate am I? So when I was looking through the list of like different like characteristics, I felt like there, and at some point, even at work alone, where I work now at Starbucks, I've used each of the characteristics that was defined. So, like communicating or even listening, I feel like all of them have been very important in my management position at Starbucks. So I feel like I'm able. I don't want to say like because I'm not perfect. I mean, sometimes I could probably be a better listener, and sometimes I could probably communicate better. Obviously, there's always times because nobody's perfect. But like I'm a fact checker. I like looking at the facts. I like research. Even at Starbucks, they teach us to do research before bringing a solution to the point, or even bringing a problem to him. Make sure that you're right. I like to make sure I'm right. I don't like being wrong, so I'm not gonna sit there and tell someone else they're wrong without me having all the proof there and all the facts. So I feel like based on that, like what kind of advocate would I be? I feel like I'm a good listener. I feel like I'm a good communicator. That was the two that stood out to me the most. I feel like that's kind of like I like to listen and then relay back to other people. Um, Usually my crew that I have at nighttime. If the store manager has an issue, I like to relay that. That brings me to my past advocacy as examples, or kind of you know situations. Um, usually on behalf of other partners that I have under me. I say under me, they're baristas and I'm the chef on duty. So, talking to higher management, whether it's our store manager, district manager, regional manager, being able to listen to their ideas and relay them in an effective way to the higher manager, I think it's very important. And also something that I can, bring outside of just Starbucks. I can also bring it to when I'm a teacher, having to relay, like, if a student's having issues in school, being able to talk to like the guidance counselor or being able to talk to the principal, like, hey, we're having students with this specific issue. I'm wondering what we can do to fix it. I also think it's very important to listen, and I feel like I listen to everybody's conversations at once, and then usually I can pick apart stuff and figure out, like, oh, well, so and so they're having a rough day. I think that's going to be very important when kids are having a rough time. I can relay that to our guidance counselor. So if they have to sit down with them, maybe talk to them and figure out if they're having some issues at home or maybe with another classmate, that stuff can get resolved. Potential future advocacy, other than what I'm doing right now, I think it would be pretty cool to do like a podcast that may advocate for people who have a hard life and some that just need somebody to talk to and even listen to them on their issues. And I feel like a lot of people have similar issues. So doing a podcast, even just with a guest speaker that talks about their issues, that's willing, of course, to talk about their issues that they're having in their day to day life. Someone may be going through similar stuff, and then that way, it can help fix their problems possibly by just talking through stuff with people. I also think, like, I feel like helping people is a big thing for me, and just helping people stay motivated. I've had times where I need motivation, and you just try to find motivation wherever you can, really. But yeah, just staying on track with life and like with your life goals. I feel like I'm not saying I want to be a life coach per se, because my life's not perfect. I've not got everything figured out, but I think it also would help me to help other people and vice versa. If given the opportunity to help change the world, I think giving to people, giving love, showing people love, while there's so much hatred in this world and so much, just evil. I say evil, meanness, people being mean. I think if you show people love, it kind of gives them a reason to get up in the morning and stay motivated. And just loving everyone and showing everyone how great we are, even in our darkest hours. Even the worst people in the world can sometimes be loving or caring, because it's our human nature to be caring and loving. It might be deep down in some people, but it's human nature to feel that and feel compassion. Feeling compassionate is a very important trait that humans need, and if you don't have that, working towards that's important too. And I think by opening a platform that expresses love rather than hatred so much, like our current social media situation we have right now, I feel like every time I get on social media, yeah, there may be a few things that are expressing like good things and good deeds or love, and then there's a lot of things that express evilness and just bad things, and I think to myself, how can people do such things? Like, there's got to be a reason, but I just feel like if we're able to give all this love out to people and just being there for them, I think that would help a lot in the community and the rest of the world. But yeah, that's a little bit of my ideas. Um, Another thing, like when I was doing, here we go. So I can go back to this sheet. Um, Another thing too, like my current career aspirations. I could have swore I put that on my tabs, but I want to be an educator. That's my current aspirations, to be an educator and all that. I believe I did say that actually. That's classmate stuff. Um, and then when I did the personal advocacy survey, I just found it very interesting what I got and like how it kind of showed how I was personally, which I feel like it also aligned to what my characteristics ended up being. Now, reflecting on that, I wasn't too surprised because I feel like I try to listen the best I can, and sometimes I'm not the best listener. There's going to be times where I may have stuff going on in my own head, so I'm not maybe might not be great. But I feel like whenever I start hearing like some key words that I can tell that there's probably an issue arising in someone's life, I can kind of switch up and start like either paying attention more or kind of just really opening my ears to hear what they have to say and just let them feel heard. Alrighty. God bless. Was that 10 minutes?